Japanese soldiers laughed at his flamethrower tanks until they lost entire caves. Saipan, June 1944. American Marines advanced through razor-sharp coral and choking heat. Ahead of them lies the deadliest terrain of the Pacific War. A maze of volcanic caves packed with Japanese troops who refused to surrender. For weeks, US forces had thrown everything at these cave networks. Grenades, satchel charges, artillery barrages, but every time the smoke cleared, the same voices echoed from inside. "Come get us! Your weapons cannot reach Japan's warriors." Deep in these tunnels, Japanese soldiers laughed at the Americans' frustration. They believed the caves made them invincible. Natural fortresses carved into mountains, protected by narrow entrances and twisting passages, impossible for infantry to enter without being cut down. But on June 21st, something new appeared on the battlefield. A squat, ungainly Sherman tank rumbled forward, modified with thick armor and a strange nozzle protruding from the bow. Japanese spotters watching from the ridgeline scoffed. "Another useless American tank," one officer sneered. "It cannot reach us in the caves." Then the tank fired, a jet of burning fuel, 40 yards long, blasted out with a roar. It curled into the cave mouth like a living thing, wrapping around corners, crawling down tunnels, devouring everything in seconds. The temperature inside spiked so high that Japanese ammunition cooked off and exploded. The laughter stopped instantly. Across Saipan, Tinian, Iwo Jima, and Okinawa, the pattern repeated itself. Whenever Marines encountered a cave system too fortified to assault, they called in the new terror weapon. The M4A3R3 flamethrower tank, nicknamed Zippo. Japanese machine gunners fired desperately at the tanks, but their rounds bounced off harmlessly. Officers rallied their men, shouting that the caves would protect them. But the caves now worked against them. When the Sherman fired again, the flame didn't just burn, it sucked the oxygen out of entire tunnel networks, creating firestorms underground. Whole Japanese platoons were wiped out in seconds. Never even seeing the Americans who destroyed them, survivors stumbled out screaming, disoriented, begging for water. The same soldiers who once taunted the Marines from the shadows. Within days, US forces collapsed defensive positions that had been expected to hold for months. The Japanese high command sent frantic messages, insisting that their soldiers fight to the last breath. But the new tanks had changed the battlefield forever. By the end of the Pacific Campaign, flamethrower Shermans had cleared hundreds of caves and destroyed thousands of fortified positions, becoming one of the most feared American weapons of the war. Japanese soldiers no longer laughed, they ran. And the myth of the invincible cave fortress, the shield of the Japanese Empire, died in.